My husband always abuses me and calls me an abortionalist. It all started while I was in school. My husband was selling medication very close to my hostel, and I often goes there to buy medication like Postinion 2 and all that. So one day I went to get this medication. My husband stopped me and he started telling me why I should not be taking much of those medication. He educated me on the importance of not taking the medication because it could damage something in my body. He also went further to educate me on how I will be checking when I am in my free period or not. So from that day, I became friends with him. One thing led to another, and we started dating. Then I was in my second year in the university. I dated my husband until the day I graduated. My husband proposed and we got married. So it's 4 years since I got married to my husband, but unfortunately, I haven't bear children for my husband yet. In any slightest provocation, my husband will always abuse me, calls me an abortionalist because he believed that our childlessness is due to the too much medication I took while I was trying to prevent myself from getting pregnant. Though we have been to several hospitals where they confirmed that I am okay and my husband is okay too, that we should wait upon the Lord, but my husband still believes that our childlessness is due to the too much medication I took. The problem I'm facing right now is that my husband no longer gives me any atom of respect. My husband brings women into our matrimonial home and on our matrimonial bed. When I say a word, my husband is going to insult me in front of these women and call me names. Last month, my husband brought a girl called Chidema into our matrimonial home. Chidema spent the whole of the weekend in my matrimonial home. She always sleeps with my husband on our matrimonial bed, and they goes out and come back in the night every day till the whole of the weekend was over. Once they are home, my husband will order me to cook and serve them. When I tried to ask my husband what was going on, he beat me up in front of Chidema. As if that was not enough, my husband continuously talked to this Chidema on the phone. They make out in the phone, even in front of me. My husband can say I love you to Chidema in front of me without even giving me any atom of respect. I didn't bother because I know I am not able to give him a child. So what can I do? I continue praying to my God. Then this last Friday, my husband brought Chidema into the house again. I was in the kitchen cooking when my husband came to tell me that Chidema is pregnant for him. I cried and I pleaded with my husband to please calm down and give me a little more time to see if God is going to bless me with my own child. My husband refused and he told me that he has gone to pay Chidema's bride price. As a matter of fact, that Chidema will be moving in with us. I don't know what to do. I told my husband that it's okay, but I wouldn't love to live with Chidema under the same roof because that will continuously break my heart. My husband refused. I told my husband that I want to move out or go back to my father's house. He threatened me and said that anytime I try to move out from this house, that he's going to tell my people that I am the reason for our childlessness. He will let my people know how much I damaged my womb with some drugs. Then on Saturday, my husband decided to bring Chidema home as he promised. I saw him bringing Chidema's bag and baggages from his car. I couldn't do anything because I was very sick and ill at that moment. My husband ordered me to go inside our room and pack my things to the guest room while Chidema packs into my matrimonial room. I couldn't do anything. I did so, but remember 2 weeks ago, I told my husband I was very ill. He told me to go to the hospital, but due to all that has been happening, I couldn't go to the hospital. I decided to take self-medication, which was what I have been taking for the past 2 weeks. When my husband brought Chidema home Saturday, I decided that no, I cannot take this anymore. I decided to pack my things and go back to my mother and explain to my mom what has been going on. I got to my father's house and immediately my mother saw me. Before I could even say a word, she said I was pregnant. I told my mother that I'm not pregnant, that I have been having fever for the past 2 weeks. My mother checked my eyes and some part of my body and she kept insisting that I'm pregnant. I said no, that I'm not pregnant. My mother took me to a lab test where they confirmed that I was 3 months gone. My mother quickly informed my husband that I'm pregnant because after I told my mother the whole of the story, she felt so bad and she cried a lot. So my mother called my husband and told my husband that my God has proven you wrong. My daughter is not barren and she is not an abortionalist. So this morning my husband came crying and begging me to come back home. Now my confusion is, should I go back home knowing that my husband has a woman who is already pregnant for him and thinking about all I went through in that marriage? or should I just stay back in my father's house, give birth to this child, and allow him access to his child? What is your sincere opinion on this? Please put me in your shoe while advising me on the best way to go about this matter. Please, I will be in the comment section to hear what you guys, your advice concerning this matter. Thanks and God bless you. So guys, this one is coming from one of our sister. She sincerely need our advice, so please do not watch this video without advising her, and please do not insult her in any way. Give her advice. If you don't have any advice for her, please just don't say anything instead of insulting her. Do you understand? Yes, and please make sure you share this video. A lot of men need to learn how to be patient. They need to learn how to be patient. So what is your opinion? Please do not forget, for your birthday shout out, any advert of your choice, even page promotion or business promotion, holler at your baby girl and I'll give you my best. I love you guys. Cheers.